aquatic food systems. They are a source of nutrition for hundreds of millions of people around the world, and a means of livelihood, of course, to the same number of people as well. But despite all that, now what we see an overexploitation of aquatic resources. At the same time, with the advent of climate change as well, where we are already seeing a lot of impacts of climate change on aquatic resources. And what happens as a result is the loss of livelihood for millions of people, particularly in the global south, which are prone to the impacts of climate change. And therefore, our mission at WorldFish is to reverse that trend, because we believe with conviction that we can sustainably manage our aquatic resources through fisheries, of course, first and foremost, but also aquaculture as well.
So AABS is part of COAST, which is the UK's government funded by the Blue Planet Fund. It's the Climate and Ocean Adaptability and Sustainable Transition Project. And it has 4 main goals, which are protecting coastal habitats, improving small-scale fisheries, developing sustainable aquaculture, and then strengthening coastal planning. For AABS, in our Phase 1, we are currently working in Bangladesh, Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania, and Mozambique. We have 4 different work packages that we're working in, and those work packages are implemented in different combinations in each country, with the thought being to see how those work packages work synergistically and be able to talk about perhaps the different synergies across the different work packages.
So work package 1 is called Digital Coasts, and its main objective is to strengthen the systems by which countries monitor and manage small-scale fisheries. So to do that, they have in place various monitoring systems, data analytics, and we are bringing innovations from WorldFish and from partners to strengthen those systems and the capacity in countries to transform their monitoring and their management. Work Package 1 is based on an innovation that WorldFish began in East Timor in 2017. So we hit the ground running with this project in Kenya and Zanzibar because we already had the pipeline and the innovation existing already. And so already we're working with partners and government in all 3 countries and starting to develop the systems, training enumerators to collect data, tracking fishing vessels, and building the system around collecting, analyzing, and utilizing those data for decisions.
The work package 2 is about integrated multi-trophic aquaculture, which is a production system in which we combine many species groups of aquatic food to create more resilience, more sustainability in the practice of aquaculture. These species generally include a finfish species, a shellfish species, and also seaweed. And currently, the work package 2 is implemented in 3 countries for the first phase of the AABS, namely in Kenya, Nigeria, and Bangladesh. So the focus this year, 3 of the AABS project for work package 2 is really to pilot combinations of species to make sure that at the end of the year, we have data based on at least 2 production cycles of many species that are complementary and that are making the integrated multi-trophic aquaculture. With this data, we'll be able to develop the models that any investor, any person interested in IMTA in Nigeria, in Kenya, and Bangladesh can take and now try to use it commercially to produce at the level that will be profitable and that will help sustain the activities on the ground.
The work package 3
is about understanding the fish loss and waste, the drivers of the losses and extent of the losses, and also innovating existing technologies or adapting existing technologies to reduce these losses further. The current scenario or the current estimates show that up to 30 to 40% of the fish can get lost after harvest up to the consumption. So there is a significant loss which is happening currently, and our objective is to reduce these losses in the selected value chains, currently in 3 countries in East Africa, which is Kenya, Tanzania, Mozambique, from its current level up to 50% less. So that's one of our objectives. Our second objective is all about increasing the income of the various stakeholders who are involved in the post-harvest sector of the fisheries. Currently, what we are looking at is understanding the scales and driver of losses, which means we want to see how much losses are happening at each point of the value chain, and what are the different or like key drivers of those losses. And then after having this information, we will have those hotspots of losses. So along the value chain, we will identify a few hotspots and where we can do the interventions and implementation of innovations and technologies.
So the work package 4 is looking to assess, strengthen, and scale incentives for coastal conservation and sustainable fisheries management in Tanzania, Mozambique, and Bangladesh. We're working very closely with the International Institute for Environmental Development to implement this work package. In all 3 countries, we're looking at different types of incentives for coastal conservation and sustainable fisheries management to potentially strengthen and/or scale. A main underpinning of the AABS project is also the South-to-South collaboration, like bringing together the whole Asia-Africa highway, superhighway. And that is really taking lessons learned from Asia and Africa and making sure they are exchanged back.
Our objective is to focus on these 5 countries to begin with. And hopefully once the benefits are realized and some of these innovations are adopted, the idea is to replicate them elsewhere as well.